Michael, we're kind of focusing on dog bite cases today. I'd love to hear a little bit more of your insight on those cases.
Yeah, I mean, there's been this terrible incident in the news where a woman was killed by dogs, and so we thought it was timely to talk about, what the law is in Alabama in terms of owners of animals. Essentially with dogs or animals, there are two different provisions that provide protection for somebody that's injured. The first one we call the mailbox or the mail carrier rule or the mailman rule, and that basically is a scheme set up by statute so that if you are lawfully on somebody else's property and you are attacked by a dog, then the owner is automatically responsible to pay for your medical expenses. So if you're there on the property, you're either invited or you have a lawful reason to be there, or then you can be compensated for your medical expenses, regardless of the type of dog or whether the owner knew that this was going to happen. Then you look at a situation where you can make a liability claim against the owner of a dog if, basically one of two things you can prove. If you can prove that the owner knew that the dog was dangerous, it had bitten someone before, it had hurt somebody before, or under Alabama law, if you can prove that the dog had vicious propensities by nature of its breed. And typically we're talking about, pit bulls, Dobermans, Rottweilers, maybe German Shepherds, some type of, indication throughout their breeding that they are dangerous. And in that situation, then if you're attacked, you can collect for not only your medical expenses, but pain and suffering, mental anguish, permanent disfigurement, which is scarring, and that happens in a lot of these cases, as well as mental anguish and lost wages. So that's kind of the outline of dog bite law in Alabama.